Power, God.
Man. Nice to meet you, man.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
I seen you on YouTube, Chief. You go hard, man. I like that.
Man, I got to go hard. Our people hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you don't mind, I just want to ask you just a couple questions.
Yes, sir.
Quick. I got a group on Facebook. It's called Unfiltered Truth. All black people, all black everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
What you think about? I heard you do an interview. I'm sorry, a piece on Brother Ray Hagan's. Now he was somebody who I used to listen to.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I found a lot of truth in what he's saying. But as soon as you showed me how he them people, man, all that shit kind of fell to pieces for me, man. What you think about that?
Well, you know, Ray Hagan made a very serious mistake by coming out on the brother Ashraf Kwesi. You know, this is a brother that's been trained by Dr. Ben, 13, 14 years under Dr. Ben, over 35 years in the community. And this man came out and literally stole the man's life. Stole his work, put out fake videos, acting as if he done 30 years of research. You understand? And then at the end of the day, when the brother Ashraf Kwesi responded to his thievery, he asked the African-centered community to stop supporting Ashraf Kwesi and Mary Rock Kwesi. How you gonna do, nigga? And then you working for the police. You's a police, so that's evident of what you're, you know, that you're an undercover agent. Nobody's gonna let you come out and disrespect an elder in the community that then put in hard work over 30 years and been trained by a master teacher. So he set himself up for that very serious criticism. So I don't respect him at all, because when you are a member of the law, you have no authority to speak for the revolutionary community at all. That's just a given. So when you in a position of law and you have taken an oath to the American Constitution, you have no authority to speak for the revolutionary community, period. That's my take on that.
Also, what you think about these brothers like T.D. Jakes, and you know, you got the other brothers around town, like the ones from Atlanta and the L.A. preachers and all of them cats like that. Man, I find a lot of our brothers and sisters want to argue with me on Facebook, and they ain't done no damn research for themselves. You know what I'm saying? You say Yeshua to one of these cats, and they like, who? They think his name was Jesus, when you and I know that the letter J wasn't even around.
Wasn't even around. Well, you got people that, I mean, they caught up in spookology. You know, they spiritual entities that don't deal with reality. You know, when you're dealing with the TD Snakes and all the other, Fred, what's your price? And Creflo, give me all your dollars. See, you look at the communities. See, the church, the black church, has taken in trillions of dollars, billions of dollars, account for the money. Why is the community living in the conditions that it in? With billions of dollars, you could have bought every black man and woman and child in this country a house. You could have damn near given every black man and woman and child in this country a business. Why is our communities living the way that they living when we done already given y'all so many billions of dollars in the name of God? So we already know what it is. The preachers are the pimps of today. And so y'all can play the hoe and support these pimps all you want. You the hoe. You the one that continuing to bring in the money. You the one that going out here getting more followers for the church. That's what you're supposed to do. But the reality is that the church has benefited the white establishment. That's why they get tax breaks. Come on, man. The white man not going to give you no tax break unless you benefiting his status quo. That's the bottom line.
501c3, right?
50s, whatever one.
Yes,
whatever one numbers you want to put on that shit. That's what it is.
What you think about the story of Christianity and where it came from? What you think about that?
Christianity come out of Egypt, ancient Egypt. Not only ancient Egypt, but the Nile Valley. But Egypt was the manifestation of the world-renowned religion that we know today. Okay? The manifestation, when you read about the great teachings of Christianity, they was already ancient in Africa long before Christianity ever came along. You see Isis and Heru. You see the respect of the mother. You see, you know, when you look at the 10 Commandments, honor thy mother. How are we going to? That's ancient. You can see the goddess all throughout Africa, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of years before Christianity even existed. So, you know, we try to look through a small lens, only, you know, to see what we see today. But when you go back into ancient times, you will see that our people been practicing. It's in us. It's innately in us to love our mother. We don't have to have no motherfucker come up off no mountain, tell us to honor our mother. We honor our mother by birth. We Africans, so this is innately in us. So we've been misled into thinking that we had to be taught that. We didn't have to be taught that. It's innately in us. They have stolen our identities. They have stolen our spirituality, rewritten it, and called it religion, and have taught it in the way that they had to bring it to us. In reality, we brought it to them. That's the reality. That's the reality.
That's what's up. I seen a piece that you did not too long ago, and you had a bunch of white boys up there. You were talking about Jesus is a faggot.
He is a faggot.
All right, but you had a picture of a couple of different white boys up there. But I noticed that you also had up there Farad Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
Who's taught the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Okay.
And you know,
so they say.
Well, yeah, it's what they say.
So they say.
Did you want to touch on that?
Well, listen here. I believe that the black woman is God. I believe that the black man is God. And if we gonna live that out, we have to put up an image. Don't stop. Don't stop.
Well, how about this? How about this?
Don't stop. Okay. We back.
We
Black
back.
power.
We back.
Black power.
Okay. Well, what about this? I'm learning how ancient Egypt and then the Dogon tribe.
Yes, sir.
We're talking about how they had knowledge of a star system that's not visible to the naked eye.
That's right.
Sirius A, I think it's Sirius B.
That's right.
As well. And some of the Dogon, well, I think it's the Dogon tribe, and I think some others believe that we originate from there. Can you talk about the black man, our origins?
That's metaphysical, though. That's metaphysical. Okay. That's not believing that we actually came from the star. You know, when you're dealing with cosmology, you know, we put our great ones in the sky. And, you know, it tells time. You got certain star systems that in certain periods of chronology, it appears.
Right.
And they know what time it is. So we place our great ones saying this is Baba Pianki, who we going to place on this star system. We're not actually believing that the man came from them stars, but we are, just like we say, we Sara, we son of the sun. Why is that? Because every morning, if you're right, you rise up with the sun. Because you connected to the sun is pulling on us. Right. And if you right, you eating right, and you spiritually right, you rise in the morning. The sisters is connected to the moon.
Yeah.
Her menstrual cycle. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These are just us identifying that we are a part of creation, and creation is a part of us. Well, that's when we say that we come from that star system, that's metaphysical. That's a deeper meaning behind that. That don't mean this is an ecosystem. You need oxygen to survive. That's reality. Right. If your ass go up under that water, you ain't coming back. Okay? So you need this air. And just like you bust that bubble on this earth and try to go anywhere without nothing on you to protect, you gonna die. So this is your ecosystem. You know what I'm saying? So that's metaphysical. That's a spiritual orientation. It's a deeper meaning behind it.
Got you.
Okay.
Just two more questions, if you don't mind.
Yes, sir.
They actually got a video that they released, the Spanish version of NASA.
Okay.
And they caught a spear coming into contact with the sun. They said that motherfucker was the size of Earth. And they actually have footage of it, and it's emitting some kind of light from it to the sun. And, you know, some other brothers are saying that that's something that is doing something to the sun, but it's also doing something to the atmosphere here on Earth as well.
A spear.
Yeah, it's
it looks like
ball.
a spear.
Yeah, like an earth. It's
yeah.
round.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they actually got footage of it. I can show you.
Okay.
They even put it on YouTube because pretty much everybody is coming out saying, yeah, it's UFOs or something like that, except the U.S. media.
Okay.
Now, my question for you is, what do you think that is?
You know what? I haven't heard about it, and I have to look at it.
Okay.
And what I'm going to tell you is this is a vast universe. It's a vast universe. It's all kind of shit happening that we don't know about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And there's going to be a lot of more interactions in the universe that we don't know about. And we're going to be seeing it for the first time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we can't be quick to jump to try to explain everything.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So
do you think that has anything to do with the mother wheel and stuff like that the nation speaks about?
I don't believe that at all.
Okay.
I don't believe in no spookism
Okay.
at all. I don't believe in no spookism at all. I don't believe in no mother wheel. I don't believe in no nigga trying to project that some savior from outside of us is gonna save us. That's escapism. You know, I mean, we talking about cosmic entities that we don't know nothing about. So we have to study that and record that and then pass it on to our children. And if they see the same occurrences, they record it and record, what they see, and we'll continue to pass it down till we gather some correct knowledge on what we seeing and explain it correctly. We can't see something for the first time and just start giving exact knowledge. We have to record it. That's how the calendar came into existence. We recorded certain stars, create the calendar, but we can't see something for the first time and then start saying, this is what we don't know what it is. You see what I'm saying? And so we just have to keep studying and keep recording and passing it down, and then over generations and generations we'll gather more correct knowledge on what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Last question. I actually wanted to end it on this. Who exactly is the black man, and what are our origins? How long do you think we've been on this motherfucking rock we call Earth? Talk to us about that.
Man, black man is the son of the black woman. The black woman is the oldest entity on this planet because every man comes from a black woman. If you got a navel, you was connected to a black woman, which means a black woman preceded you. Every black man out here got a navel, which means a black woman preceded you. And so you the son of the black woman. And so as long as the black woman been here, you been. We don't know how long we been here. We don't have no evidence of when this started. So we've been here forever. You know what I'm saying? We've been here forever, and we're going to be here forever. We the seed stock. No, we the seed stock. We blessed with melanin and woolly hair, which is evidence that we are the Saras. That's the evidence that you the Sara. Woolly hair, melanin in your skin, being born of African descent. So we've been here as long as this earth been here, period. We don't have no evidence that we just fell out of the sky or we just evolved out of a monkey. That's the white man's theory because he was sick in his head, because he didn't have no origin.
Now check this out, speaking of, how long he been here? And where did he come from?
The white man is strictly of a monkey descent. He's strictly of a... I mean, you have to look at what the man say of himself. Even the Bible says, so a man think of, so if he... We didn't come up with the evolutionary theory. He came up with it. We didn't say we came from monkey. When you look on the walls of ancient Egypt, it said that we were divinely created. We didn't say we come from no monkey.
Right.
So a man think of, so is he. So they was living in them goddamn caves just like monkeys. When you see the hairy man, you see the cave, that's that ancestral memory bank that's coming up in his head that continues to bring. We didn't give that to him. He gave it to us. So this is so a man think of, so if he. So he's the caveman. He's this, what it say? Tarzan, the ape man. Okay? Yep. So this is what he think of himself. So he was, if he wasn't a monkey, he was living as the monkey. Okay? Mm-hmm. And so he was knuckles dragging the ground, hairy body, you understand, savage, no civilization of worth, knowledge, agriculture, writing. He didn't have none of that. And so we don't know where the white man come from because we didn't come from there. And I'm not going to explain where we know what direction he came from. He came from the north. He came from the north. Now, how long he been there, we don't know because we wasn't there. But he have no evidence of civilization at all until we gave it to him. So he non-existent in reality.
Is that when the and please correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard one of the brothers actually on Hidden Colors, I'm not gonna say who it was, he actually said that when the Moors came in contact with the Europeans, that's when their civilization kind of took off.
The second or third time. You know what I'm saying? The Egyptians brought knowledge to the white man.
Okay.
But then under, after the Roman Empire, they fell into a white age, which they call a dark age. But it's really a white age. And so for the second or the third time in the history of mankind, African brought them out of that ignorance. You understand? So the Moors was an aspect of civilization where Africans brought white people back into civilization. Because after the Roman Empire fell, they were savages. They went back to savagery. And then the Moors went up into Spain, and for the third or the second time showed them what civilized, gave them baths, gave them writing. They wasn't writing no damn literature. So that's for the second or the third time. But most of those cats tried to make the inference that Moor science was the first time, and it's not true.
What do you think about the brothers who try to make a difference between Moors and black people when, at least if I'm going to point to something popular, the brother said it right there on Hidden Colors. I forgot his name. He said, Moors. You know his name. I forgot his name, but
you ain't got to give it to him, so I ain't got to cook his ass. So I don't want to cook it.
I'm gonna post this, so I wouldn't want to say his name, But the brother on Hidden Colors said the Moors are just black people coming from Morocco, and the Romans use the word Moorish to describe black people.
Well, you know what? When you're looking at science and looking at knowledge, you got to understand high knowledge is the evolution of a lot of time. You ain't gonna, even if you put a paper in, you in college, and you get that A paper, you didn't put time into it.
Right.
Okay, so when you talk about the Moors, most people talk about the Moors, boom, they brought civilization to Europe. But what was the evolutionary period of the Moors before they went into Spain?
Right.
They don't talk about West Africa. They don't talk about Mali. They don't talk about Ghana. They don't talk about Songhai. That was the heart of that knowledge that over the thousands of years that developed. It came from Egypt, then it came west, and then those civilizations cultivated the knowledge that sent the Moors into Europe. Okay, what I'm saying?
So there is no difference between Moors and black people. You know what I mean? Like,
Moor means black.
That's what I thought.
Period.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Moor means black. Okay, any other nigga telling you something, he just off into some space age shit, and he trying to create a world that just don't exist.
Right.
Moor means black. When you look up, I got all type of pictures where they show, they got festivals in Europe where the white people just paint their face black to represent the Moors.
Right.
So if they thought they was any other color than that, well, why would they paint their face black? They children, and they'll put woolly afros on their head.
So do that coincide with Dr. Umar saying that prior to a certain time, white people used to pretty much worship us?
They did.
Like
when you talk about the Black Madonna, that's the greatest icon in all of Christianity. The Black Madonna.
Now, why don't our black people know about that? Why don't TD Jakes talk about that?
Well, brother, you ain't gonna get no kickback talking about no Black Madonnas. You ain't gonna get no kickback, so that's where it is.
Wow.
The preacher man has always been the biggest tool of the white man in slavery. Okay, and so that nigga got one place, and that's to mislead these people, and that's what he gonna do. You got billions and trillions of dollars that been given to the church, and you can't tell by the community at all, because it's in shambles. So the church reflect the community in which give it the money, man, and our peoples is in misery for real. They not thriving at all or benefited at all from this Christianity, not at all.
Man, I appreciate you guys.
My good brother, I appreciate you.
Thank you, man.
Black Power.
Black Power.
Bringing that fire. Black Power.
Black Power.
Yes, sir.
We live in the backyard. We here with General Seti. What's good, man?
Black Power.
Peace.
Black Power. Doing the right thing.
Peace.
Educating our people.
Peace.
What we supposed to be saying?
It's all good, man. It's all good, man. You here? We got you here live in Milwaukee, man. You know what I mean? We appreciate you, man.
I appreciate y'all, man. So it's a pleasure to be here. I mean, I'm feeling the love.
Yeah.
And I'm glad, you know, and when I feel that, I do my best.
Can you talk about who you here representing?
The BPC Nation.
Yeah.
Flat out, Black Power Cartel. You know what I'm saying? We've been on the map now for about 8 years now. And so, you know, we premier. We premier in bringing that raw, uncut, revolutionary teachings. There's no doubt about it.
Can you tell us what you stand for and ultimately where you want to go?
I stand for black empowerment, upliftment, liberation, ultimate black liberation, gas, global African supremacy.
Yes.
That's what I stand for, that wherever we at on this planet, in our community, we should be supreme. Not know you could come in and get a piece, ain't no piece to give but to our children. And so I'm representing black liberation. That not just freedom, but that we liberated. That we have all the skills and the necessary education to run our own communities and our own nation. Just being free to do nothing don't mean shit. We got to be liberated.
We ain't asking the white man for shit else?
We ain't asking for nothing. He ain't shit he could give us. We done gave him everything he got.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we ain't nothing we can ask of him.
Yes, sir.
You know, so it's about us recognizing that we are our own saviors. The savior that we've been looking for is us. Okay? We can't be looking in the sky. We can't be looking up.
Wait a second. Hold on. Are you saying that Jesus ain't coming back on a cloud like the Bible say? This white man ain't coming back on a cloud like Pastor T.D. Jakes told me?
Hey, if he come back, we'll be doing our own thing. We'll be doing our own. He come back, he can join us. We got a place for Jesus.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Any
On
last?
the side of black liberation.
If you believe,
That's right.
Yes, sir. Any last words for us then, General?
Man, just check us out at bpcnation.com. Man, we got over 1,000 some videos on the site, growing every year. You can educate yourself. It's a place that the family can go and find some education in African consciousness. Check us out.
Peace.
bpcnation.com.
Tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow, where we at?
Oh, we at the Wisconsin Black Historical Museum.
Woo!
Yes, sir.
7th and Center.
Woo! All day.
Yes, indeed. Make sure y'all is in the place, man. It's gonna be
We
awesome.
turning up the heat. Is this going up tonight?
Yes, sir.
It's going up tonight.
It's going up tonight. So
Milwaukee, baby.
Milwaukee's
We
on
live.
time.
And man, what time?
From 4 to 9.
4 to 9.
General hit the stage about 6:30. And y'all already know what it is, y'all. Already.
I'm going to give it to them, baby.
All
They
day.
calling in Milwaukee, baby.
Yes, sir.
They calling.